Ask the Mayor, only on KTVZ.
Welcome back to our exclusive segment of Ask the Mayor. Thank you, Mayor Ed Fitch, for joining us this morning.
This week, we're excited to welcome back Mayor Ed Fitch in studio. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Matthew was just saying it feels like it was just yesterday that you were in here. So
The weeks are flying by.
Still raining.
yeah, I know. The weather's still the same.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us. Our first question from a viewer is, what are the current plans to reduce traffic on 19th Street?
So one thing that I think will help on 19th Street, particularly in the morning when schools are in session, is to build out 27th Street between Hemlock and Maple. That'll give an alternate route for all those people to the west to get down to the schools or to the 126. I think we can do that with a local improvement district. We're going to be talking about that this summer. But I think taking that pressure off Northwest 19th will make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that response. We have another one ready to go. How can community members make requests to seek out new opportunities for indoor recreation spaces in town?
So that's a challenge. Obviously, we have the pickleball facility in Southeast Redmond. We would like to see a bowling alley or something like the Fun Center in Redmond. We've had some discussions with people who are interested. It's kind of market-driven as well. We tried to accumulate some property for that purpose, but it just didn't work out over the last couple of years. We're looking to do an outdoor ice rink next to the library in the next year or two, but we do need that indoor facility for kids.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, thank you for that response.
Yeah, thank you. Our next viewer question is, are there any plans of putting in crosswalks on Highway 97 between Veterans Way and Oda Meadow in the future like they have in Bend on Highway 97?
It would be nice. South Highway 97, as you know, is a mess. It has to be reconstructed. It's falling apart. ODOT has complete control over whether or not there's going to be crosswalks or not. If there is, there'd have to be flashing lights so that it is safe to actually to cross. But I think it is absolutely necessary to have. We also obviously need sidewalks. There's a lot of things that have to happen on South Highway 97.
Yeah, and it's kind of up to ODOT at that point, correct?
Yeah, we've been seeking funding for that for a few years now. It is a big price tag, maybe $40–50 million to reconstruct the whole thing and put in sidewalks and bike lanes and all that. And in the current administration, I'm not sure that's going to be very successful.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for that response. We have another question for you. Does the city have plans to install a traffic light on 35th and Highland?
We've been working tirelessly on that. The city's put up $500,000 for that. We've had a lot of discussions with ODOT. That is their #1 priority for this region right now in the transportation package before the current legislature. I think we'll get it. We're pretty confident that we'll get it, but there's a lot of sturm and drink at the legislature because they're not sure how much federal money they're going to get. So hopefully we'll get that $3 million out of the legislature and have that light in before the rec center opens.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Well, we have one final question for you.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go, we just had that one question for you. We know you were in Salem last week. Is there anything you'd like to share with our viewers and the audience about what you were up to while in the Capitol?
Yeah, we were over there for Central Oregon cities. One of the top priorities we have is to get funding for Core 3. That's the emergency training center to be built on the east side of Redmond. It'll be a training center for police, fire, first responders. That'll serve all of Central Oregon and Eastern Oregon. It'll also be the emergency response center for major events like Cascadia, which I think is about 85 years overdue now, and that will really transform the entire Pacific Northwest. So that's the third leg of the stool from our perspective. We have the fairgrounds, we've got the airport, and we need this emergency response center.
I see. Well, thank you so much for your response. We appreciate you being here today.
Yes, thank you for coming in. Do you have anything else you'd like to add for our viewers?
You know, I think that the City Council, we had a long meeting Tuesday night. We tackled a lot of projects. We're going forward with a $110 million bond for the airport expansion, $90 million for the wetlands expansion. All those will start this year. We're finishing up the new police facility. There's a lot going on there. And we're also started construction on the east side arterial through the old Juniper Golf Course. That'll be a game changer for the east side of Redmond.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much.
And if you have a question for the mayor, you can submit your questions online at ktvz.com for next month's Ask the Mayor Redmond.